Lakers coming off their 5-game first-round exit against Minnesota, one in which J.J. Redick's coaching decisions have been called into question a great many times in places, including here yesterday. I asked Kendrick Perkins if Redick was to blame. Here's what Big Perk said.
You damn right I'm blaming J.J. Redick. You damn right. Mr. J.J. Redick, I know more about basketball than anybody else in the world. Mr. J.J. Redick, where the world is watching and could see that you need some type of size and athleticism on the floor when you're going against a physical, lengthy Minnesota team, but you still leave this small ball lineup out there on the floor and leave a 40-year-old senior citizen in LeBron James to battle in the trenches for a 7-game series that went 5. This is not about X's and O's and schemes. This was common sense. You needed to make an adjustment.
All right, so that went super viral yesterday. And George Karl, Hall of Fame head coach, tweeted this as well, separately from Big Perk. He tweeted, maybe previous coaching experience does matter to be a head coach in the NBA. Why are you making that face?
Because these are like petty, low-hanging fruit responses. Like I hear everybody talking about experience matters. That's why you have a staff of experienced people. It's not like J.J. Redick was in a hole by himself saying, I'm going to come up with this scheme and I'm going to implement the scheme. He had over 30 years of head coaching experience on his staff that helped him develop the scheme. Just for the record.
I hear that.
Just for the record. I hear that. And people are trying to make it like
the head coach is always going to be the guy that takes all the...
I understand that.
You were saying this the
Every
other day
coach has a...
Agree. I agree.
When you were talking about Tom Thibodeau the other day, you were saying the same thing. The head coach has to wear all the credit, take credit and the blame.
Look, you want to be a head coach? I thought Michael Wilbon said it perfectly on our air yesterday.
There's accountability there.
Do you take blame? No. It's his responsibility.
Agreed.
That's your job. When you're the head coach, this is your job. If you want your life to be easy, do what I do. Sit here after the result has been decided and analyze what just happened. That's a hell of a lot easier than in the fire, making decisions in the moment and then living with the consequences. JJ did. He took a few calculated risks. They didn't work. When that happens, you're going to get the blame, the responsibility, whatever word you want to attach to it. Does it make him a bad coach? Does it make him a bad guy? Does it make him dumb? It doesn't any of those things. He's a good coach. He's a very good guy. And he's a very smart guy. But he took a bunch of calculated risks. They didn't work. When you do that and you're a head coach, you're going to get the blame. That's
I agree.
life.
This is the second time this week that you and I have been in an argument, and I love it. So
I think we're saying the same thing.
Yeah,
no, we're not.
You're agreeing here.
We're arguing over whether or not we're arguing.
Agreed. But the thing is, I just don't like when it gets framed as who deserves the blame, all the blame. Like it's just that calculated decision that he made in Game 4 or those smaller things that require, that's the reason why they lost.
I hear you. And I'm going to get Windy in a second, but very quickly. The not making the adjustment that Big Perk is referring to. It's not just that.
I so vehemently disagree with Perk. There were a ton of adjustments that were made in multiple games.
But not with anybody over 6'9". I mean, that's
I agree.
What he's saying.
I'm not absolving
small.
JJ of every single thing. The Jackson Hayes thing is mind-baffling to me.
I think that's
but obviously he does not have trust in Jackson Hayes if you're looking down your bench. And the one big guy on your roster, you're not going to play.
Let me give Windman the final word on this. Windy, go.
You go to any great coach. I don't care if you talk about Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich. I'm sure John Wooden and Red Auerbach would say the same thing. And you say, what was your first year of coaching like? And they're going to grab their head because they know that as great as a coach as you might be, you know in your first year you're going to make mistakes. J.J. Redick may not today be able to look back and say it, but sometime he's going to look back and say,
Valentina Shevchenko, a legend in the game. Manon Bureau. He is a force to be reckoned with. The Octagon has returned to the north.
How does Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water keep you in the game? We always source our water directly from the natural spring to fuel every body, no matter how you like to move it, with Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water.
Somebody is ready for a new mattress.
How about this one? Just for you, $9.99. How about a queen for the lady? Cooling tech you never knew you needed.
I'll throw in 2 free pillows.
At the Living Spaces Sleep Center, you don't have to worry about pushy salespeople. Our sleep experts are not on commission, so we can help you find the mattress that's right for you.
Did you say non-commissioned?
That's right. Your best sleep starts here.
Living Spaces. How does Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water keep you in the game? We always source our water directly from the natural spring to fuel every body, no matter how you like to move it, with Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water.
8 seconds. Brunson stops on a dime, launches.
The fact I got on the space, I had to shoot it.
Oh yeah! Jalen Brunson buries it. Knicks lead by 3.
Once he got separation, then I knew it was curtains.
He's at his best when his best is needed.
A 40-piece for Jalen Brunson. The Knicks, they wrap up the series and move on to the second round.
So what Jalen Brunson did last night is actually very rare. Going back to 1998, he's just the 4th player with a 40-point game and a late go-ahead bucket in a playoff game. The last time we saw it to clinch a series, 2019, Kawhi Leonard, legendary. He had 41 points, and that one that rattled around and in to knock out Philadelphia. The round before, it happened twice in those playoffs. Dame time, waving goodbye to OKC with the iconic 3 over Paul George. Dame had 50 in that game, and then it takes us back to Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Game 6, his last bucket as a Bull. MJ had 45, none more important than that crossover to end the series. And then Jalen Brunson last night. I mean, that's it. That's pretty much it. So, JWill feeling it. Let's break it down as only you guys can. The bucket Brunson beats the Pistons with.
Alan and I are going to show you the critical point of the play that nobody has spoken about yet that's going to blow your mind at home. Alan, let's first off set it up, okay? Take me into this first part, Alan, and what you're seeing.
Well, you'll watch what the Knicks are going to do here is load up on this side of the floor. As you'll see, Deuce McBride's going to relocate. Now they got 3 players on this side of the floor, the left side of the floor. And Brunson's a lefty, Jay.
All right, so as we look at this, just look at this first off. Look at all these players here and 1 player on this side. That's something to pay attention to first. The beautiful part, Alan, that you made mention of, look at the hand tap on the ghost screen, because you're going to see a ghost screen come up from this point of the side of the court here. It's going to come up here. That's a ghost screen. He's going to slip it, okay? So the screen comes up, Alan. Make the point here on this one.
Right, watch there's no screen. It's just tag in.
Look at those hands.
And Thompson's feeling, this was a physical series. He's feeling like impact's coming. I got to brace for it, but no impact came.
This is something that people have not talked about yet. Pay attention to this. If you're Thompson, who's done a great job on Jalen Brunson the entire game down the stretch, look at this angle here. If there's one place you want to send him, you want to send him left. Dennis Schroeder, Cade Cunningham should be in the pocket saying, bring him my way, bring him my way. Don't let him go right. Keep him going left. You're funneling him into help. There's no place for him to go. But this is a sign of a young basketball team that lacks communication and a guard, and nobody's communicating to him up top. And Thompson, and watch the play. Look at this separation that he creates here off this drive. Slow-mo. Boom. Look at that. How are you allowed?